This meeting is being
Alrighty, I hope everybody has had a good day so far. If you do not have a Canvas tab open, you will need one today, so make sure you have that open and we're ready to go. A few things as far as announcements go. We need to make sure that we are turning in our information the correct way. There are some people that probably turned in their assignments over the weekend, but they may still have a zero for them because they were turned in the wrong way. So they don't have a submission that I can open and that I can access. And I'm going to show you a little bit later how to make sure that you have the correct version up and ready to turn in. I'll show you when we get to the things that we have to do a little bit later on today. So to get started, we should be on our home page by now. All right, so from our home page, we're going to go to modules. Let's go modules. From modules, we're going to scroll all the way down to today's date, and we are going to click here for geologic time scale and practice is where we're going to go. So on Friday, we should have taken our notes on Friday. I asked you to go ahead and take your pictures just in case you ended up losing them or not necessarily having them with you at this point. You will need those pictures today. So if you did not take your pictures, you are going to take a picture of your notes. You're going to open this document right here, and it's going to open and look like this. I'll give you a few seconds to go ahead and do that. If you took multiple pictures, that's perfectly fine. Remove this. If you took multiple pictures, just make sure that you take pictures of both of your pages so that way you can submit them. Flip screen, you guys. Alrighty. So from here, you are going to paste your pictures here that you took of your notes. So I've been getting questions kind of today of how exactly you do that. There's a few ways you can. First, you are going, if you took the pictures on your phone, I know I said the first week of school that it may be beneficial for you to go ahead and download Google Drive to your phone, as well as Canvas, as well as maybe even the Google Docs or the Google Slide apps that they have. You can actually download them to your phone and put pictures and stuff in them directly from your phone. If you were to do that, then you can insert them directly from your phone. If not, and they're in your Google Drive, you're going to go here to insert. You're going to go to image, and you're going to go for you guys, you're going to select drive, and it should pop up straight from your drive, and you can turn them in there. If you need to know how to turn them in from your phone using one of those apps, I will show you when we get finished, so that way you can do that. So what we are going to do now, I'm going to walk you through some of the asynchronous stuff that we're going to do. First thing, we're going to watch a video about the cosmic calendar. I know on Friday we talked about the eras and how time is divided into those different eras. I'm going to show you a video that kind of puts it in perspective for how long that actually is. So before we do the video, I want you to fill out things that you already know about excuse me, about the geologic time scale, and what are two things that you wonder? We talked about it on Friday. There should be some questions that you have in your head. I need two things that you wonder. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to go ahead and type that stuff in there, and then we will start our video. You have about a minute left, so you should be wrapping up your thoughts on your two boxes that you had to fill in. Alrighty, so we should be finished with that. So I am going to put the video on for you guys to watch it. Um, I know in some of the other classes they said that it may have been lagging for them because there were some storms going on in their areas, as well as their like the volume may not be super high so that they couldn't necessarily hear it. I'm going to post this video at the end of class, so if you're having trouble hearing some of it and you want to watch it again, you can go back in and do that. Some people told me that they didn't quite have access to view it on their own, and so I'm gonna put it in the video so that way you can watch it at home. And so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, I was on mute. I do that all the time. What I said was go ahead and type your answers in the box, the three boxes that are right here, just what you learned from watching the video. I know with me, I knew that the world was like really, really old, but looking at it in a calendar standpoint, kind of put it in better perspective for me to know that like all of the earth and everything that deals with it in our solar system and all that stuff, took the way it took place and the way that it took to actually make and build. And then like I know we've as a human race have only been around and able to record stuff for like the last 3 to 4 thousand years, and that still seems like a long time ago to me because you think about like the ancient Egyptians and that time, and it seems like a long time ago, but then to look at that video and realize that that was really like in the last day of this year calendar just kind of put some things in perspective for me. So take the next few minutes and type what you learned here in this box, and we will move on. Alrighty. So, lastly, what we're going to do for your asynchronous stuff today, you're going to use your notes that you took on Friday. If there's something that you can't find, feel free to use good old Google. We are going to look at these 20 questions and answer them. So for questions 13 through 20, you are going to use this chart to answer questions 13 through 20. The rest of the stuff should be pretty much in your notes that we took on Friday, and you should be able to type their answers there. Once you are finished, we are going to turn this into Canvas. Make sure you actually put your name here. It should not say student name when you turn it in. To do that, we're going to turn it in to this assignment. There's two ways we can do that. One, you can do it by submitting it through your Google Drive. I know some people, theirs may say Google Docs, and so if it says Google Docs, you can submit it in there. If it says Google Drive, if you just search, I think it's Geologic Timescale CFU, then it should pop up right there. I know some people were having issues with their Google Drive integrating with Canvas. If you need to turn in a URL, I know there's some people that had to turn in their conclusion projects this way, but when they turned them in, they did not follow directions and they just copied and pasted this link and then tried to turn it in here. When you do that, I don't have access to be able to see what you actually turned in. It'll give me a lock screen that says I don't have access to it. So the way that you give me access, because if you hover here above yours, yours will probably say that it's private to you. But if you click that button and then you change this part where it says get link to Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools, I think with you guys it starts off as restricted, is what it looks like for you. So if like I changed that back, yours would say this, how it says private to only me. That means you are the only person that can see that. I can't see it when you turn it in. So in order to make it so that I can, you're going to click the share button. You're going to change this to Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. I'm okay being a viewer because that's what I need to be. You're going to copy this link. And then you're going to go to your assignment, go to website URL, and you're going to paste it there and hit submit. So make sure that you change this setting first, otherwise I won't be able to see it, and you're going to get a 0 for the time being and a lovely message from me that says I cannot access your document. So that's how you fix that issue. If you received a message from me over the weekend, because I was grading stuff this weekend, that says that I can't access your document, that is why. So you need to go back to whatever document it is. Once you change the share settings, you're going to copy, like I said, copy that link. Once you change your settings, notice it says Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools, and you're going to copy that link and turn that in, and that will give me access to grade your stuff. But that is all that we're doing today. You have the rest of the class period to work on answering your questions. Once you are finished with your questions, you need to go ahead and submit them to this assignment. If you need to look through your other assignments that are in Canvas and see what the grades are, I've graded most of your stuff. I think I was at the stuff we did like Wednesday, Thursday. So the intro to geologic timescale activities is where I kind of left off. So everything else for the most part should be pretty much done. So if you see zeros for it in a comment from me, go ahead and read the comment and then fix whatever the issue was, and then you can always resubmit. If you have any questions, let me know. You can do it in the chat. You can send me a message in the inbox in Canvas. Any of those sorts of ways that you need to get in touch with me. Otherwise, you are free to work on your own.